Just waiting for you all to join. Probably need to loosen that. My head's a mess. There's a reason I wear a hat. Right, that should be a little looser. Maybe a bit too loose. I don't know. I'll just spend the first minute messing around with my hat. That should be okay. Oh my god. Get this hat on ASAP. Hello everyone. There's 3 of yous. Nice to see. That's probably too tight now. Great. Spending the first segment of the live messing around with my hat. Okay, right, that should be fine. Hey Sarah, how you doing? Alright, that feels comfortable. How we all doing, everyone? It's been a week. Has been 2 weeks, I don't know. Hey aquarium animals. Hey Adam, how you doing? Oh, where do I begin? So we've got like quite a few things planned for the coming weeks, which is going to be cool. But I'll let a couple, well, I was about to say, I'll let a couple of people pop in, but we've already got quite a few people in. Nice to see you in here, Shirley. So yeah, I'll start off with the announcements. So if you don't know, I posted on the channel members part of the Discord and the community page, and we now have officially got the water ready. The tank is ready for fish on the Fluval Roma 125, which is going to be really good. So we're going to have that video out next week. I'm looking on next week because got quite a busy week ahead of us at the moment. I'm in work on the weekend and I'll be staying over in Mears, so it makes sense that way for me to then do that video. So new video out next week on the stocking of the 125 Roma. But let's talk about the upcoming plans, which are quite exciting. So we're hoping to do a customers aquascape. So customer of the shop, he's been watching my channel, and he's been watching like aquascaping videos and stuff like that, and he called upon myself to be able to rescape the new aquascape of his tank, which is a 110 litre tank. So that's going to be really cool. We're going to be filming that, we're going to be documenting that, and we're going to be getting that done and dusted for him in the coming weeks. Nice to see you in here, Jesse. So yeah, it's going to be really cool to be able to set up that tank for a customer of the shop. Not long after, or maybe before, I don't know the time and scale at the moment. Thanks for the like, mate. And yeah, it's going to be really good to be able to aquascape that tank. But I've also got another tank that I'm going to be aquascaping. I'm going to be aquascaping a tank for my good friend Harry, the fish keeping Ginge. We're going to be setting up a 45 litre tank, so that's going to be really cool. A little aquascape on that as well. So quite a few tank setups coming, more than expected this year, but it's going to be really cool to be able to set up these tanks, so that's more content for the channel. I'm hoping to get a rate their tanks video soon, hopefully, with Mia. Myself, Jesse, I'm from the UK, Liverpool. And yeah, myself and Mia, we're going to do a rate their tanks video, like reacting to like TikTok fish tanks or something like that, you know, like bad ones or something like that. And should be a cool video. Hopefully after that we can then continue on that series and get more people in the Discord and community involved in sending their fish tank pictures into the Discord. But yeah, that's kind of like where my head's at the moment. I'm waiting for like some kind of a bank holiday coming up, so then I'll be able to get them shop tours that I had supposedly planned done. Obviously, I'm depending on if it lines up properly with the time scaling of with our shop being closed, so we can go and visit others, etc. It's just kind of one of them things. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at the moment. It's 7 p.m. Eastern time. What time is it there for you? It's 8 p.m. 6 minutes past 8 p.m. UK time. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on. Another update as well. We got rid of our stir-by Corys from this tank. It was kind of sad to see them go. I've had them for quite some time now, but yeah, I have fully. I decided to get rid of them. I wasn't seeing them at all. They weren't really contributing anything to the escape, to the tank setup. So they just hid all the time. Whereas my gold laser Corys, there's one like surfing the glass right now because I've not long done a water change. And like they just do a lot more and they're out and about a lot more, considering they're meant to be a shyer species of Corydora. They're always out and about exploring. So yeah, that's why I prefer the gold lasers. Now I'm not gonna get more gold lasers. I wish I had the bank account to let me do that, but I'm going to be getting a fish that actually I've been after for quite some time, to be honest. It is a very cool fish and it likes to hide in wood and crevices and stuff like that. So we're going to be, getting 3 of them, and they'll be living in wood and in the scape, so that's going to be really cool. We'll do a video on that as well, so that's another video coming soon, getting new fish for my 90 litre, and you will find out then. I'm not going to spoil it. Maybe channel members will find out, but if you know, you will know. A way to sneak preview it is, there was a fish that I was very interested in Dylan's breeding tour setup that I done earlier last year. I done a tour of Dylan's breeding setup, and there was these really cool fish, a type of catfish. I'll give you that, and you can maybe go and rewatch that video and check that out, and maybe you'll be able to see what fish I might be on about. But it is a very cool fish indeed. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. I've got an announcement as well to make. If you don't know, Synodontis, nope. Not a Synodontis. If you go and check the video out, if someone drops the link into the chat of the tour of DJA Aquatics fish room breeder setup tour into the chat, you'll be able to check through and maybe leave some comments on this live when it's re-uploaded on my community page. I'll put a post after this live saying, what fish do you think I'm going to be getting for the 90 litre? Nope, not a whiptail. And that'll be a little cool interactive thing to do anyway. Yeah, what else? So what I was going to say is, I'm happy to announce that I'm going to be on another. You can still try and guess if you want, but it's not a common kind of fish. Think about what I was talking about. It likes to hide in amongst wood and rocks and stuff like that. And then you can give it a go in the chat. But yeah, I'm happy to announce that I am going to be a part of someone else's live stream this week, hopefully on Thursday. So maybe drop your comments in the chat now. Who do you think I'm going to be on? Whose channel do you think I'm going to be on the live this Thursday? Drop your thoughts in the chat. Be fun to see what people's predictions are. You probably might know it. Corey Cat, nope. Potentially AH. You already know, so don't say anything more in the chat. Nope, not an upside down. Yeah. Hey, Johnny, you're right. So, yeah, obviously you're leaving your guesses on what fish I'm going to be replacing with my my stir-fry curries. Okay. I won't, just making sure it was the same thing. Yeah. Washing machine reviews 505. Can't be Pictus because I have them and always running around. Yeah, them things get big. Way too big for a 90 litre. Hey Mexicali, nice to see you in here. It's been quite some time since I've seen you. Hope you're doing well, mate. See you doing well on TikTok. Remind me the video to post. The video you need to drop in the chat is DJA Aquatics fish breeder tour. It's like on the fish tours playlist on my channel. But yeah, put your guesses in the chat. Who do you think I'm going to be live with this Thursday? Thursday is a very specific day in our community. Someone likes to go live on Thursdays. Drop your thoughts in the chat and who do you think I'm going live with? I think I know. If it's what I'm thinking, I won't spoil it. Yeah, you already know, Johnny. Yes, it is. JT Fish Keep JT Keeping Fish. I'm going to be live with this Thursday. So that's going to be a fun one to do. I haven't been on a live with Jack since like early days since I started. Maybe it's quite some time ago since I've been live with Jack anyway. And he's recently reached 7K. Oh, nice to see you in here, Gert. Talking about people that I haven't seen in a while. Hope you're doing great, mate. My the South African friend. Hope you're doing great. Yeah, Jack's doing really well. It's going to be fun to be on his live. He's 18 now. Yeah, of course, so we can go live on TikTok finally. He's been waiting to do that. I think he did go live earlier, but it was busy. I assume you're not just playing bingo. No. I think from what Jack was saying to me, he's wanting to do some kind of an interview with me, which I've never been the person on the end of an interview because I'm always the one asking people questions. So that's going to be really fun. So make sure to build up a little bit of hype in the community. Drop it in the Discord now. Say Adam's going to be going live with Jack. Dropping in whatever other Discords you're in or communities. Get a bit of hype going on for this. It's going to be really cool to be able to collaborate with him. Been up to Carlisle Maidenhead today. Couldn't leave without buying a fish. Oh, damn, what fish do you get, Johnny? I really need to pay a visit to that Carlisle one. I think Matt was saying he'll take me up sometime. Hello, Jesse AHL. What did you get? Is it a type of Pleco type catfish? No, it is not. It's not a type of Pleco type catfish. But someone's going to be dropping the link to that DJA fish breeder tour in the chat, and you'll be able to go through the video, just have a little skip through, try and find what fish it is. If you guess what fish it is, you get a shout out, I guess, on the community page if you want one. But it'll be fun if you're able to guess which fish it is. Whilst we're all here anyway, I may as well feed my fish. I haven't fed them today because I have been planning to feed them for the live. Good size. Bircher. Nice. Not bite size for the Oscars. That's good. Birchers are very prone to getting eaten by Oscars. But yeah, I'm going to... let's see. I'm going to put the camera there. Right. So there's the tank. If you give me a moment, I'm going to... we don't need your life story. Right, let's go and get Right, if you give me a moment, so I'm going to get some frozen food. Sub Johnny. Nice. Oh, great. Hopefully you get 1,000 soon. Oh, Stefan, nice to finally see you in here. I wonder if you know what collab is happening this Thursday. I'll be right back, just going to get some frozen food. Right, I'm back, everyone. Let's get the fish feed started. Hello, Cred Boy. Hey, Salient. I haven't the foggiest, but I'm excited to hear about it. I'm going to be on JT's live this Thursday, mate. Right, let the fish feeding party begin. Tetras are very excited. Maybe I'll give it a knock with some tweezers. A controversial fish food this is at the moment, isn't it? Bloodworm. A lot of people saying, oh, it's bad for fish, or it's good for fish, or... that's a mad thing about this hobby, isn't it? There's so many opinions from different people all over the world. From my experience, it's fine as long as you don't feed it every single day. I'm going to save that for the nano tank. They absolutely obliterated that. Oh, sick. I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone then. Yes, you can. The link is not blue, but can go to it. Oh, weird. I don't know why you can't do it. Thanks for the sub. Yeah, vertical lives do show up in the feed more. That's why I tend to do them, because you get a lot more eyes on. Right. Let's take you over to the nano tank now. Right. So we have our Scarlet Baddus. We've not long added a heater to this tank. And they are a lot more active, and they're showing a bit of breeding activity as well in this tank. Fantastic Aquatics. How long did it take you to hit 1k subs? I'm from Ireland. It took me... how long did it take me? It took me about 6 to 7 months. That's how long it took me. My channel progressed like quite relatively quickly, to be honest. Oh, the Baddus is out. And it is looking for that bloodworm right there. Or not. There's food there, come on. Here you go. Come on. Come on. Only found this channel from a live you did. Oh, great. I'm glad that you've found those, mate. Yeah, we've got a fair bit of bloodworm that's dropped in there. I'm sure they'll be fine, nice and happy eating it. We've got our little pitbull pleco there as well. A lot of ram's horn snails too. Come on, there's a bloodworm right next to you. I can tell you've added the heater because of the water evaporation. Yeah, the evaporation, I had it right the way up there, and it It evaporates so quick. Baddus is such a nice fish though, isn't it? Placotherapy, thanks for joining. Right, let's move you over to here. I do have a placotherapy, since you're interested in placos. There is an L236 that's chilling in there as well. Oh, Coolie Loach appearance. Coolie Loach decided to come over because we were live. That's quite fun to see. We've got a new little offshoot of Valsinaria there as well. That's grown. Let's prop us up, hey. Flying foxes doing its job, eating some of the hair algae off the moss. Oh, another Coolie Loach. Right, let's prop yous up. I'm about to feed some. I'm about to feed some EBO pellets. I've got the ProSoft Artemia, so I think I'm going to feed a bit of that. Got quite a lot of different products, but this is what I've been mainly feeding my fish recently, and I've had great success. My fish absolutely love their stuff. If I can find the food, that'd be good. Right, so I feed these mussel sticks. These are really good for placos. My favourite, L33. Oh, King Tiger, really nice. My S, yeah, a bit bossy. I just seen your video earlier, mate. I love how cheeky the Coolie Loaches only make appearances when the food comes out. Yeah. So these are really good. These are mussel sticks. You feed them to your placos and cories, your bottom feeders. I drop a couple of these in, spread them around the tank. Just going to drop one there, one there. Oh, and that one's just decided to fly out the tank. I don't know where that's gone now. I'll find it later. Probably won't. That's why you don't throw fish pellets. Oh, there it is. Right, let's drop this one in. Yeah, so these are really good for your bottom feeders and your Hypancistrus. You really like eating these. Good quality pellet. Or mussel stick, should I say. I like feeding the veggie sticks as well. Giving them a bit of a balanced diet. Dang it. Right, let's drop that in. We're going to drop two of these, or one of these broken up into two, into the nano tank for the Pitbull Pleco. There is some Armano shrimp in that little tank as well. Let's take you over here. Pitbull Pleco's munching away. There's the Baddus. Let's just drop that in there. Drop that there. What's up, boy? What's up, buddy? Oh, Baddus is on the hunt. Love the Baddus, little micro predator. Hopefully we can get them breeding in there, and if not, I might eventually switch over and get some shrimp in here. Oh, Pleco has found a pellet straight away. We're a little goofy because you're munching everywhere around it, but not on it. It's funny to watch, isn't it? Can't get the link to work. It's shown up for me. It's come up as blue. But yeah. Right, let's flip us back over and keep talking. So yeah, I'm going to be live on Jack's channel. Hopefully next week. This Thursday coming. I'll be live on his channel. And we will also be getting more videos out in the coming weeks anyway. I just kind of feel a little how can I put it? Just a bit not demotivated, because I'm not. I just feel like my energy's a little low at the moment, and I just need to get the ball moving again. Like last week, I got 2 videos out like within a short span of time, and like that was really exciting, and like I enjoyed how productive I was there. But then when I haven't got anything lined up or planned, I kind of get a bit lost. And at the moment, I've got a lot of things planned and lined up, but they're for a little bit down the line, further down the line, rather than like in the like tomorrow or this week kind of thing. So I need to maybe work on that in terms of my schedule and try and get more videos out. We need to grow, and I want 10k by the end of the year. And if I want 10k, and if I want to hit 10k, then I need to put the work in and get as many videos out as possible. And that's all down to me and no one else, unfortunately. So, whilst we're all here now and the live is going, I want everyone's suggestions on what fish you think I should stock the Fluval Roma 125 with. I've already got a brief idea of what fish I want to put in the tank, but if you've got any suggestions at all, please drop them in the chat and let me know. Also, I think Martin was supposed to be on tonight's live in the chat. If anyone can check up on him in Discord and let him know that we are live, please do. Mr. G. But yeah, I think he was meant to be on live because he was commenting. He seemed excited about it. How big is it? 125 the size. 125 litres, around 30 gallons or more. Just over, maybe. An angelfish. Nice school of larger tetra. See, I was thinking about angelfish for like a bigger tank down the line, because I think they just deserve a way bigger setup. I could go for a pair, but then it kind of limits on what kind of fish I want in there. Like, I think with it being an aquascape, it kind of like hinders the natural behavior I could get out of them. Are inclined to do German blue rams, or you're kind of looking for something more unique? Something a bit more unique. I was looking at types of Apistogramma, and like I might be able to get my hands on some rarer types of Apistos. And if I were to, I won't go for a breeding pair because I know they'll dig up the scape, and there's like a soil underneath the Tropica one that leaches ammonia if it's disturbed. So don't really want to do that. And yeah, I agree, Angel is better in a bigger tank. I'd like to put them in like a 200 litre or 300 litre and give them as much space as possible, with a lot of plants, like have a huge setup for them. But I think 125 is like a very bare minimum amount for them. I was looking at maybe like blue emperor tetra as well. I think they're a really cool fish. They don't get too huge, and they're not as aggressive as the standard emperor tetra. I think they're called the Kerry tetra or Kerri tetra, something like that in Latin. So I was looking at them as a possibility. Maybe cave tetras. They are cool, but I'd probably do a cave setup for them. I think they can't be wasted in an aquascape. They're a bit nippy as well with tank mates because they can't see, they feel with the mouth. I've had an experience working with them in a shop a couple of years ago, and they were quite the vicious type of fish. You drop a handful of bloodworms in, they absolutely destroy it. So imagine if it's a fish in there that isn't a cave tetra and it's got long flowing fins. Nah. I've been looking at some types of Hara catfish. I used to keep the Hara, but I've been looking at maybe the Salween rock catfish, which is also called like Hara something else. I don't know. They get a bit bigger than the Haras, but they do the same behavior and hardening amongst like rocks and wood. So that's something that I like the idea of. A pleco, I'd love to put a pleco in there, but I think it's not the correct setup for a pleco. I think it'd be unfair to put a pleco in there. I'd like to give them a bit better of a hiding space. I like the Kochu Blue King Tetra. Yeah, we do have some of them, or we did have some of them. I don't mind them, they're quite nice. I think they're just a bit too boisterous for the scape. We want something like kind of peaceful in the mid, like something that's not zipping around too much, but maybe moving to the extent where it's not still. Those are really cool. Maybe go with a bunch. I really put a bunch in there, even like Chili Rasbora, Blue Rasbora, Dwarf Neon Rainbow Fish. That is a good idea. I've considered stocking them before, to be fair. They're quite a nice fish. I bet there's quite a few rare tetra in the shop at the moment, and you know me, I like my rare tetras and skillfish, so I might opt for one. I might just go for basics. I don't know yet. We'll find out. I was looking at also dwarf golden barbs, and they don't get huge. I really like the look of them. Whether they'll blend into the scape too much and not stand out, I don't know. We'll have to maybe weigh that up. I've still got until Saturday to maybe consider that, or Sunday. But yeah, true. They were so fast I had to move them to 55 gallon, so they didn't hit the glass. Yeah, exactly. You don't. It's kind of having the right setup and environment for the fish, but also having the right fish for the aquascape too. Because in terms of aquascaping, you want the right fish to balance it and complement the scape. This is more like, this is the most aquascape kind of tank I've gone for, because I'm going to be very minimal with the stocking, very minimal with the fish choice, and I'm going to be, you know, being very selective. So it's a bit difficult for me to be able to settle on one fish, and that's why if I were to go for a dwarf cichlid, I'm just getting a male. If I'm going for a centerpiece fish, then there'll just be one or two. It depends really on what I settle for, and yeah, that's just kind of where my head's at the moment in terms of that tank. But of course, we've got 2 more tank setups coming up soon, so I will be using different types of fish. Oh, numbers dropped. Numbers went up. But yeah, I haven't seen like quite a few people in some time, to be honest, on lives, active in the Discord. I just hope everyone's okay. If there's people that were very active in this community that have gone quiet, whether they've just moved on and they're busy with life, that's fair enough. But I hope everyone's okay, and they're all good. Ghost knives are not community friendly in the slightest, my friend. They will demolish any kind of tetra in the night. They are a predatory fish. They will hunt things down, and it will not fit the scape at all. They get quite big. So no, I'm not a big fish guy. Not rare, but really cool. They are cool. White clouds, rainbow shiners. Rainbow shiners are lovely. A bit both. If you've watched the video, it's on the channel. The Roma 125, you'll be able to see it. It's a fluval tank. It's one of them kit tanks that comes with the light, the heater, and the filter. I swapped the filter out for a external filter because I think it needed it, and it complemented the aquascape better rather than having a big chunky internal filter. I just prefer external filters anyway, because there's too many. I've had some accidents happen with internal filters. I know heard some horror stories where people have had fish chewed up by them or stuck behind them, etc. I'd rather just have the pipe working. It's nice and easy to maintain, and it's just better for the water quality and parameters. Okay, I'll check it out. I thought I had watched all your recent videos, but seems like I've missed that one. When should I put a pregnant guppy and its... I catch your streams whenever I can. Unfortunately, it doesn't always line up with my schedule, but I do show up whenever you're on. Yeah, no, that's fine, Stefan. I'm not talking about you. There's a few people that I haven't seen in a while, so I was just worried, that's all. In a breeding box, you don't need to put guppies in breeding boxes. I mean, if you've got enough cover and plants and like floating plants in your tank, you'll have guppy babies survive. If you put them in a breeding container, then you're more prone and likely to get a lot more babies, and you can also potentially stress out the female guppy that's pregnant. A lot of people prefer not to do that. And if it's a breeding box, is it one that has the separation thing? But then again, I found that it stresses the fish out too much putting them in a breeding box. I worry about people who go silent as well. First time on. Oh, thanks for joining, Dan. Hope you're good. I think Mr. J's fallen asleep, lol. Oh well. He might be walking the dog. Oh well. It's all good. Tank's very active. Corey's absolutely love when I feed bloodworm. Digging around looking for bloodworm. Tank's looking really nice at the moment, to be fair. I think for everyone's entertainment, we're going to set up the tripod in front of the tank and I'll just narrate over it and respond to comments. I've been enjoying that kind of approach on TikTok, where I just, lay back rather than speaking directly at a camera for 30 minutes. Okie dokes. Just extend that leg there. 15 people in here. Hope you're all good. Right. There you go. It's a little sloped, isn't it? There you go. Yeah. Nice little natural looking setup this one is. Really like it. It's just an easy scape. Just a big river cobbles with a big large piece of wood covered in moss, Bucephalandra, Nubius. Just a nice selection of epiphytes. All the fish living inside the wood and underneath it and that as well. We've got our little L236 just hiding in there. Got Corys, Hillstream Loaches, etc. Just a nice, easy setup. Hope you're doing good. Mac, nice to see you in here, mate. But yeah, I'll just reposition anyway. I don't usually do this on YouTube where I just set up the tank and just let it do its thing, but yeah, love this tank. Appreciate it, mate. I'm finally getting fish for me Fluval Roma 125 this week. So it's gonna be exciting to stock that up. Talking about that actually, mate, have you brought in your Benchy this week? Or you're gonna be bringing in the Benchai this week? I have been thinking about them. I'm not in the shop until the weekend myself. Do that. I think that looks better. Yes, probably Saturday, mate. Oh, very nice. Well, I'm very excited to see them because I'm thinking I might grab the mail off you, but I'm still undecided on what fish I'm getting for the tank. I did bring have you got a preference on area for the fish on the 125? No, I haven't got a preference in terms of like the location of where the fish are from and all that. It's just kind of like an aquascape and I just want some nice fish. Like this tank, it's quite a natural setup with obviously the tannins, the wood, the moss, the creeping over val and plants and stuff like that. But all the fish are from different regions and locations. I'm not really too fussed on that. I just kind of like this is like a lot of fish that I've wanted to keep over the years that I've just decided to mix in with an aquascape. As you can see, the Tetra fighting for dominance at the minute. It's really cool behavior. All the males are trying to establish a pecking order. You got the Hillstream Loach just camping out on the cobble over there as well. Oh, the Baddus. Here you go. So we have our Scarlet Baddus here. We've got that is the female. Got our female Scarlet Baddus, and there's our male. Hopefully we get them breeding soon. I have been feeding them a lot of bloodworm stuff like that. We have 2 Amanos in and then this Pitbull Placo, but that's it. And to be fair, These fish used to constantly chase each other and fight with each other before I added the heater in. Since I've done that, they're quite peaceful with one another, so it's going to be really cool to see if they do breed. Obviously, with other things in the tank, we don't know how successful that's going to be, but we'll see. And if they do, I'll be making sure to document it for you all anyway. Let's flip the camera. Go back to over here anyway. Keep yapping towards the camera for another 20 minutes. A group of Cali Tower rainbow fish, fairly new to the hobby. I'll have to check them up surely after this live and see what they look like, but we are quite limited to, well, not limited, but I'm unsure if they'll be available on the list if they're newly discovered fish. Had some and they were gorgeous. Oh, nice. I need to trim up on this scruffy beard. I say beard, it's a sad excuse of a beard. We're getting there though, we're trying. You guys been talking about me. Welcome back, fish. I appreciate the joke you popped in last time. The Let's Talk Fish. Appreciate you popping in. Imperial Lapis Tetra. I've heard of them. I'll give them a check out as well. I'm gonna do a community post right after this live, and it'll be thanking everyone for joining the live. But drop your comments in of the names of these fish that you're talking about. I'll give them a little look up and see what they look like, and we'll also like the one you mentioned, but with red. You want about the? Oh, are they like nicknamed the Rainbow Emperor Tetra? Spawning and hatching eggs is a bit of a challenge. Yeah, breeders always struggle with rainbow fish, don't they? Because the babies are so small. Blue Emperor. Yeah. Hey, Joe. Nice to see you, mate. Stocking the tank this week, finally. Finally. Tank is ready, which is good. Whilst everyone's in here then, there's 10 people in here, then there's 6, then there's 12, then there's 15. The number's always up and down. Mr. Procky, thanks for joining. Okay, I've got a jet. Can't wait to see what you decide to put in it. Thanks, Shirley. Thanks for joining. Take care. Fish fans are so ready. Yes, they are. So, whilst everyone's in here, have you got any suggestions on videos you'd like to see from the channel? Of course, I always like to make content that you guys and gals would be interested in, but also do my own kind of stuff off the bat. We've got 15 people in here now. Thanks for joining, everyone. Keep subscribing as well. Make sure to repost. Make sure to like the live as well. Just double tap the screen. It helps us out massively. Trying to get 2K followers by the end of the month. And then we're trying to get 10K by the end of the year. I want to aim big. I want to get a lot bigger in terms of fish keeping world. I just need to keep pushing the content out. And of course, if you can help out, that helps us out massively as well. Just the simple stuff. Double tap the screen, subbing to the channel, sharing with your friends and family, reposting the live. It helps us out massively as well. If you do want to join our Discord community, we've got a link that's going to be going into the chat in any moment now. Our Discord community is very active, daily basis. People are talking to one another, getting advice from one another, selling fish, selling products, helping one another out with advice. If you want to be interested in that in a very non-judgmental, well-organized, well-treated community, then our Discord is the place for you. It's always super active and we're very welcoming to all types of fish keepers, all all levels too. What should I feed my Siamese algae eater? Algae wafers and algae pellets. Yeah. I've got one in here. They like a good supply of algae, and if you haven't got that, then yeah, the wafers, the pellets, they're not that much of a fussy fish in terms of eating stuff either. They're quite the scavenger. They'll eat whatever falls to the bottom most of the time. Yeah, exactly. The bigger they get, the more they'll eat. Killifish are beautiful. Yeah, they are. There's just a little gap in the lid, and I wouldn't trust them in that tank. Plus, there's a cat in my girlfriend's place, and that's where the tank is. So I feel like they might jump out the tank if the cat decides to disturb the tank at all. Minx, her name is Minx, is a little demon, and she tends to harass the fish on a consistent basis. I did better with no lids. Wow. She is not an angel. She's the furthest from an angel. Thanks a lot for the help, Fish Fam Link. Appreciate it. As soon as I added lids, they jump through the gaps. Interesting. Very weird. Tetra are trying to breed at the moment. They chase each other around, flare up, and then like dart off, and then flare up, and then dart off. And I think they lay the eggs in that Java moss up there. It's quite fun to see. I've never had fish jump with no lids. To be fair though, don't you keep a lot of dwarf cichlids, so they tend to not really jump unless there's any, like, not many fish tend to jump unless there's anything wrong with the water, but killifish are very prone to just launching out the tank. Same with dwarf chain loach. Oh my god, them things love jumping. I had the tiniest crack in one of my old lids on my old tank, and they just launched out. They love jumping, especially if there's something that they don't agree with in the water. My new kitty is manic. After shut out the fish room, she yeah, exactly. When me and Mia move in, hopefully this year, we're going to have a separate room with a lock on to make sure that cat doesn't get in the room, because I'm sure she will try her best to eat all the fish. How's the new rack setup anyway? Have you had any more fry or babies recently, mate? I would love to watch a TV show about the fish. It sounds like they have cool personalities. Yeah, all fish have personalities. They all have different behaviors, and that's why when you work in a fish shop like myself, it's quite difficult selling fish to people, because of course you want to make the customer happy. You want to sell them the fish they want, but when they point over to like the Oscars and go, I want an Oscar. Okay, I've got one of them at home. Can I have them Tetra, them blue neons with it? I was like, no, they will become food straight away. So then they go, oh, so what if I go for one of them Epistogramma? What about them, the Cacatoides, with some blue neons? Or just neon Tetra. Then again, I'd be like, if the neon Tetra are big enough, then that's fine. But if the small, tiny size, they might end up as food. It's one of them. You've kind of got to find a balance, and that's the thing with when you're setting up a tank, is you got to find what will balance with each other. Good, everything in my tank goes well together. Like, I've got Placos, I've got Tetra, I've got bottom feeders, and then a Pisto as well. Everything's fine together, and they don't clash. Of course, I've got to keep my eyes on that flying fox / algae eater, and when it gets bigger, because I'm sure he's going to become a bit too boisterous and a bit of a bully. But for the time being, he's nice and peaceful, and he's just cleaning up the algae in the tank, so it's not too much stress. Of course, as you can probably see, the Episto, he does give a little chase to some of the fish sometimes, but that's cichlids for you. They just have a bit more of a personality. But he doesn't bother anyone. He doesn't hurt anyone. I think the only fish he has a personal vendetta against is the hill stream loach for some odd reason. But yeah, he's just lurking around, and I love the behaviour. Having like a community tank, it's just really entertaining, because you got fish all showing different personalities, different behaviours. If you got more of one fish like the tetra, they all display with one another and do breeding dances and stuff like that. When you've got just one fish like the Episto, he's got a lot of personality and behaviour. But if you were to put a female in there, you get a lot more. You get the breeding behaviour, you get a lot more colour, you get different displays, you get them digging up and finding a cave. Like, there's so much going on there. And then same with the cories, the when you put fresh cold water in, they like to glass surf and then they lay eggs on and stuff like that. There's so many different things. And then as well, with the fish food, sometimes different fish react to the fish food where it'll trigger breeding behaviour. Some fish get along but outcompete others for food. Exactly, which is why with this tank I do a heavy feed. You see, and I've done a block of frozen food, and then I've done them pellets. And then maybe sometimes in the night I'll drop some more pellets in there for the bottom feeders, because they are a lot more shy than the tetra, than the Episto, etc. Yeah. What school fish would you recommend to go with German blue rams that aren't neons and cardinals? If you've got a longer tank, if you've got a longer tank, I'd probably say rummy-nose do really well. They don't mind the warmer water. They do quite well in the hotter temperatures. I know you said cardinals, but cardinals are a very good option. They don't mind the warmer water. Maybe Emperor Tetra. Yeah, that's something that would be a good option as well. Unfortunately, my tank is a bit small for rummies. How many litres is it, or how many gallons is the tank? Good question. I've forgotten. Oh, damn. That's a shame. Send a picture of the tank in the Discord and we'll figure that out, mate. Maybe myself, Johnny, Steve, and others can give you some advice. Give me a sec, I'll check. Okay. Yeah, in terms of stocking with rams, you're a bit limited, I guess. Pencil fish should be fine. Do you think? Harlequin, Rasbora, they are beautiful. I just don't know if they'd like the temperature being that warm. Because fish can live at warmer temperatures. It's like, for example, the hill stream loach there. The hill stream loach is recommended to be at a non-heated room temperature tank. Temperate. Yeah, it is thriving in here and it's doing perfectly fine. But preferably this fish should prefer, cooler temps. But that's why we do fast flow and make sure there's a lot of water flow going on and movement. Otherwise, this fish would not be so happy. I was thinking maybe Ember Tetra. Ember Tetra would be good, yeah. Ember Tetra would be good. I think they don't mind the temperature all too much. What I'm trying to get at is a good majority of fish, they can go with them. It's just the issue is with the warmer water, they can live with them. They'll be fine. but the metabolism speeds up, meaning that their life expectancy lowers because of the warmer temperature. That's my only pre-warning to you, really. That's a gorgeous tank. My fish feels that jealous. Oh, thank you. Appreciate the kind comments. Thank you. There's a lot going on in there. Just kind of went for like some kind of river basin kind of thing. A lot of plants growing off it, some rocks, just gravel on the bottom. Like, you got the reeds growing there, so it's like the side of like a riverbank kind of thing. That's what we were going for with this setup, and I think it does it well. All the fish use and live in amongst the wood as well, and that was my main aim. There's a lot of tunnels and caves in there, and moss for the fish to lay their eggs on, hiding spaces and stuff like that. It's just really cool to watch. How many tanks do I have? I know my YouTube name says 7 tanks, but I technically have 3. 4. We're about to downsize to 3, because we upgraded to a bigger tank to be able to, you know, have a better aquascape. Like, me and my girlfriend were moving out this year. I'm going to be setting up a fish room, so that's going to be really fun. I'm going to be documenting all that. But for the time being, I've only got 3, and eventually we'll be upgrading to more. I like the style of aquascapes, but maybe I will do some breeding when I get my own place, because I think that's something I want to give a little bit into, explore it a bit more, learn about. I do appreciate and respect fish breeders. But my friend Harry is showing a prime example of having a aquascape set up. Oh, 60 litre, yeah, then smaller school fish would probably benefit that tank. Just the rams, maybe some pencil fish would do good. In there, a species of pencil fish that'll stay near the top would be good. Or maybe if you wanted to, I was going to say if you wanted to do a double breeding thing, but you can't because the temperatures. So yeah, I'd probably say pencil fish might be a good option. But yeah, where was I? My good friend, the fish keeping Ginge, Harry, he's a prime example of you can set up an aquascape and have fish breeding there. So if you go and check out the video, if you could drop the video in the chat, Stefan, of the fish keeping Ginge video, that'll be a good video for people to check out, because basically Harry set up aquascape tanks and he's only been in the hobby for just over a year now, and all his fish have been breeding in there. So we started with 3 panda cories. He had like over 40 in a tank. They all just taken over and bred in there, and was like wildfire. It was really cool to see. Then he had a smudgeback cories breeding, his gold lasers breeding, his stirby cory breeding, and then all the shrimp are breeding and stuff like that as well, as snails. Like, he had so much going on. It was really cool and entertaining to see that he had so many different species of fish all breeding in these kind of aquascape setups, where people would usually go, I wouldn't expect the fish to breed in there, but they were very comfortable and well looked after. And I wish I could do that with this tank, but unfortunately I have a love towards my Pisto, and he will do his best to eat anything. Unfortunately. 14 people in there. Thank you so much, everyone. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to check our Discord out. Someone will drop the link to our Discord now if you haven't joined. It's a very active community. We all speak amongst each other before and after lives, and we're all fish keepers of different levels. I work in a fish shop. My boss is in there. He's a fish shop owner. We've got a fish shop manager in Johnny. He works for Maiden at Blackpool. And you've got someone in the States working at a fish shop as well. Shorts. Don't know if that's the right one, mate. No, it's a video, not a short. Like a long form video. Might be losing my touch. Hey mate, you've been traveling all over the place and doing all sorts recently, I've seen on your Instagram, so I don't blame you at all. You're not the full-time Adam 7 Fish Tanks mod. Maybe one day, and I can pay you wages. For the time being, I'm trying to pay my own wages. Hey, Lewis. Hope you're doing well. Thanks, Johnny, for the Discord link. Oh, I'm so tired. I don't know why. You want to know what I've been doing a lot recently? I've been napping in the day. That's not good, especially when I'm in work. I feel like I'm knackered in work. I'm only seeing the one long form video for him, one with JD. Now that there's the fish keeping ginge. Is YouTube hiding my videos? Check the playlist. Like go on the channel playlist, and you might be able to find it there. Like tours, fish shop tours, or fish keeping content. And if you scroll through, you'll be able to find it. It's on my channel and not on his. It's certainly making it hard to share links. Yeah. I was having a conversation with AH earlier. He was saying that he couldn't find my videos on my channel for some reason. It was only showing shorts, which is a bit weird. But I've been getting views on my videos, so I don't know. Maybe it's because he's watched all my videos. I found a video. Try 2 ways to link. Grr. Let me give you mod problem. I'll remove you as a manager moderator and add you back as one. Add as moderator, managing. That should give you privileges. Should. What's going on with this Tetra? Why are you swimming here? You're getting bullied or picked on. Here you go. Let's flip the camera. They're all displaying. Look at them fins. That's why I love the raccoon Tetra. Stunning fish. Look at that. Fighting for dominance. Big, huge fins. It's not the male blind in one eye. It is as well. He's putting up a good fight, to be fair. Mr. One Eye is in charge. Showing who's boss. Doesn't matter if you can only see in one eye. There's my baby flying fox anyway. It's just going about its day, having a little nibble on the algae and detritus. Anything that's fallen into the moss. Apparently they eat moss. This one hasn't eaten any moss. The moss is taken over. Got our hill scream loach as well, just chilling on the rock. Really cool to watch. Oh, there's a gold laser on the mooch for some food. Great to see. Oh, Martin's back in the Discord. I don't know if he's watching the live. He'll have to put... Oh, there's the L236. It's been out and about, nosing for the pellets that I dropped in here. Oh, what's it doing? It's just wedged itself there. I can imagine that's why the bucephalangia is about to detach from that piece of wood. It's been knocking it. There you go. Come on, you. Don't be knocking my moose off the wood. It's a nice piece of boost, that, as well. There was another piece there and I got knocked off. Oh, here we go. Going crazy then, Tetra. Look at the vintage. Hello, Martin. Nice to finally see you in here. I've been waffling away. Sorry, been sleeping. Oh, don't worry, mate. I think I'm about to go sleep in a moment myself. I think I'm putting everyone else to sleep. Yeah, let's have a little peek in here. Detach that. Let's have a little nosy. Can we see anyone in here? Told you. Where's the baddest? Don't know. Well, we've just been talking about a load of waffle, basically. I'm going to be going live on JT's channel on Thursday. He's going to be interviewing me. My beard's awful. It's growing in, but it's not great. I mean, look at that. There's like a big gap. Yeah, it's not. No, it isn't. It isn't. Stop complimenting me, guys. Come on. It's not the greatest beard. It's getting there. Patience is key with beards, isn't it? You've just got to let it go through its ugly phase. Waffle is your USP. Yeah. My brain's cooked. What was I going to even talk about? Yeah, just recapping you. So I'm going to be getting interviewed on JT Keeping Fish's channel this Thursday. I'll give you a time update on Discord. That's going to be really cool. Going to be adding fish to 125, so that's going to be really cool. Can't wait for payday this week. And then we're going to be... Oh, what else am I doing? Setting up a customer's tank, and then I'm going to be setting up a tank in Harry's as well. I haven't done one of them in a while. I set up a tank in Harry's a while ago, but I wasn't too happy with that scape, and we did rescape that one. Payday tomorrow. Oh, great. Happy days, mate. Payday is a lovely day, isn't it, mate? You can actually live, go spend, get yourself some food and that. That's exciting. You're going to film the setup? Yeah, I'm going to film the aquascape setup in Harry's. I'm going to film the setup for a customer's tank as well. The customer, basically, they've got blueberry tetra, which is great. I convinced, they had 5 and I convinced them to get more because they were going to get other fish. I said, nah, get more. They do have endler guppies, I think, and they have a fighter fish, and they have 3 African frogs. I think they may be going to swap the frogs, or I don't know what they're going to do. Get a separate tank for the frogs. But when I rescape this tank, the fish that are going in it isn't my selection, it's the customer's selection. They're their pets at the end of the day, but it's going to be really cool rescape. We're going to make sure that it works well. We're going to scoop up some gravel, pop them into some like bags, put them underneath the substrate for beneficial bacteria, so that way the rescape will go smoothly. If we add the fish back in, it should be all good. This is great, lads. Got to go. I'll defo check in again. Enjoy your evening. Thanks for joining for the evening. Fantastic Aquatics. Anyway, appreciate you popping in. I have been very low energy and drained. You on the Discord? Yeah, fantastic. Make sure to join our Discord if you haven't already. Everyone make sure to join the Discord already if you haven't. It is the place to be. But yeah, no, I'll be checking that. Nice. Hey, GM Aquatics, thanks for joining. Appreciate you popping in. But yeah, I think with that anyway, everyone, we've been going live for like a good while. Thank you for streaming. Loved your advice. Thank you. Well, make sure to join our Discord if you haven't already. Link is in my recent videos description. It will be in the description of this live too. When it's uploaded, it'll be uploaded soon, so make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But yeah, I think with that, I'm gonna call it quits. It's been a good hour and a bit. I'm very knackered. So we'll be back live on Thursday with Jack. So it's going to be really good. Friday, Thursday, I think. Thursday, yeah. I think you meant Thursday. Yeah, I'm excited to be on Jack's Live this Thursday. And make sure to check it out. Make sure to tell your friends, family that I'm going to be there. He's going to be asking me some questions. I've never been interviewed before, so that's going to be cool to answer someone else's questions. But yeah, thank you all for joining. Appreciate all the love and support as always. We've had quite a few people in here. 17 likes is the most we've had in a long time on a live. So some new faces, some familiar faces, some old faces. Appreciate you all popping in. Thank you so much all for joining. Until next time, I'm excited to get this fish stocking done. We'll get that video out next week, and we'll get some aquascape videos out very soon, and some more projects on the way. Thank you all for joining. Thanks for watching. Take care. I'll see you later. Good night, everyone. Good morning. Good day, wherever you are. See you later.